Imagine being in a job where promotions seem to favor those who flirt with the boss. This is the predicament of our main character, a 30-year-old man devoted to his job and family. Despite his diligent work in the private sector, he finds himself overlooked for promotions time and again. He observes a pattern. Those who flirt with the boss, or whose wives do, seem to climb the corporate ladder with ease. This observation sparks an idea, a plan to secure his much-deserved promotion. He convinces his beautiful wife to flirt with his boss, promising her it's just a harmless tactic. She reluctantly agrees, believing it's just sweet talk, a harmless act of pretense. If it leads to her husband's promotion, what harm could it do? The plan is set in motion, but will it lead to the desired outcome? The wife, though uncomfortable, agrees to flirt with the boss for her husband's sake. She thinks to herself, it's just sweet talk, a little play acting of being impressed. If this small act can secure my husband's promotion, then it's not such a bad thing. And so, the plan begins. The husband and wife invite the boss over for dinner, and as per their strategy, the wife starts working her charm. The husband watches as his plan unfolds just as he had imagined. The boss and his wife seem to be getting along quite well. The husband and wife are happy. Their plan seems to be moving in the right direction. But as the days pass, the lines between the plan and reality start to blur. The boss, oblivious of the scheme, falls for the wife. He starts finding ways to see her and begins calling and chatting with her. The response from her end is good too. They spend about 2 hours daily in each other's company. Meanwhile, the husband is still restless. He hasn't received his promotion yet. And on the other hand, his wife, who started flirting with the boss as part of a plan, has now fallen in love with him. The wife and the boss are smitten with each other. The boss starts inviting her to meet him alone, and she obliges. This becomes a routine. Whenever the boss calls, she goes. The wife manages to convince her husband that all this is part of the plan. However, she and the boss are now in love, and the husband is oblivious to this fact. He's still waiting for his promotion, unaware of the storm that's brewing. The lines between the plan and reality begin to blur. The wife is now in love with the boss. The husband's surprise promotion celebration turns into a nightmare when he finds his wife and his boss in a compromising situation. In the midst of his joy, the husband is struck by a bolt of shock and devastation. The sight before his eyes is one he could never have fathomed, let alone prepared for. His wife, the woman he loves and trusts implicitly, entwined with his boss, the man he had invited into his home, his life. The husband's world crumbles around him. The promotion, a symbol of success and achievement, now feels empty, a hollow victory. The happiness that once filled his heart is replaced by a gaping void of betrayal. His mind races, trying to make sense of the situation, but all it finds is a whirlwind of questions, doubts, and regret. Meanwhile, the wife, caught in the act, does not beg for forgiveness. Instead, she shocks him further by demanding a divorce. She declares her love for the boss, stating her desire to stay with him. The boss, equally smitten, echoes her sentiments, offering to take her in. The husband is left reeling. The woman he loved, the mother of his children, now wants to leave him for another man. The boss, who he thought was his ally, is now his adversary. The promotion, once a symbol of hope, is now a cruel reminder of his downfall. Now, the husband is left alone, promoted but heartbroken. He sinks into a deep depression, his mind filled with thoughts of his shattered family and the happiness he once knew. He questions his actions, wondering if things would have been different had he not set his plan in motion. He yearns for his old life, his family, his happiness. But he is left with nothing but regret and a longing for what once was. The husband, now promoted but heartbroken and depressed, is left wondering if he can ever regain his happiness and family.